Hey, I picked up a package. Do you want to take a look? I got myself a new phone. So this is the iPhone 16 Pro. As you can see, there is not much in the box. Minimal, yet premium feeling packaging. I picked it up in the natural titanium colorway, which I think looks amazing and clean. I'll flip it around for you so you can see the button layout, the cameras, and the screen. Now, what are other reviewers saying about this phone? I mean, when I look at the big name reviewers and watch their videos on launch day, I kind of get this vibe that they're feeling a bit jaded, maybe because they've had incremental iPhone changes year over year, and there's not that much difference from the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro, etc. I'm coming from an old Samsung S10, I think it's called, and it's like 5 or 6 years old. So for me, it's not an incremental upgrade, it's actually a monumental one. It's huge, and I'm genuinely really excited about having this new phone. So this is going to be a little, this is not a review, it's just me telling you I'm excited. I got a new phone, and we're going to be able to capture some cool stories with it and make some really nice videos with it. It's going to complement my big full frame camera, the Sony a7 IV, but something to have in your pocket at all times that is this impressive is actually crazy. I don't know how they do it. How did they do it, Apple? Anyway, excited. And I'm going to go through 5 reasons why I got this phone and why you might want to get it too if you're someone similar to me or if you just need a new phone. So, one by one, let's go. So, reason number 1 that I got this new iPhone 16 Pro is because of the camera system, undoubtedly. It is just outstanding what they can do. The standard 48 megapixel lens just has crazy quality. The sensor is just tiny compared to the cameras that I'm used to. But for some reason, with computational photography, they can just do incredible things with tiny sensors. So that main lens is really good. There's also this telephoto lens. You can zoom in and still have fairly high quality. I believe there's some, digital tech going on there as well. It's not fully optical, all of the modes, but nonetheless, really impressive for something that fits in your pocket. Also, the wide angle lens, good for establishing shots or landscapes, architecture, street photography, or videos, of course. Anyway, the combination of all these 3 lenses. Also, the fact that we can shoot in Apple Log, provided we connect it to an external hard drive, because the files are huge when you record in that format. But it means that if you shoot log footage with a proper camera, like this that I'm filming on right now, you'll have this cinematic look. And then if you pair the full frame camera footage with some smartphone footage that looks over sharpened and lower quality, it's gonna kind of stick out like a sore thumb. So having this Apple Log really helps if you grade the footage and pair it with your full frame camera. You can actually tell a cinematic story if you have them both. And that's just impressive to have that in your pocket. So reason 2 is the microphone system in the iPhone 16 Pro. Usually, when you have a tiny device like a phone, the mics are just physically too small and they can't really produce the sound that a proper mic can. Now I have a mic, a shotgun mic, attached to my full frame camera, but whenever I film on a phone, it's first of all kind of hard to attach the shotgun mic to a phone. You can do it with dongles and special things, but it's kind of a hassle, and at that point you may as well bring your big camera anyway, you know what I mean? So this new iPhone has apparently 4 microphones around the phone, which can take in sounds from all angles, and it can just produce a really cool setting, and then you can pick and choose which direction you want the microphones to focus on. So if you have like 2 people talking, you can choose directional microphones to just isolate them talking, even if it's in a loud place like a coffee shop or a bar or something. Or you can choose to integrate all the sounds around you. Maybe you have something going on in a forest. You also want to hear the birds chirping or whatever. You just want to create a setting. And with this new iPhone, you can actually do that. And how they made it sound so good, almost studio quality, in a tiny phone is beyond me. But that's reason 2. All right, moving on. So reason number 3 is that the phone is just always with me in the pocket. And I can't always lug around this big camera. That just speaks for itself. It is heavy and it's bulky, and there's a reason it produces such good quality, but sometimes you're just in a pinch. You don't have enough time to whip out your big camera, or you simply didn't bring it with you because of its size and weight, or, you're in that situation where you can just whip out your phone and capture some good footage, which you can't do with your big camera always. So the fact that it's always with you is reason 3. It's really important to tell a story, and if you can't capture the moment, the story will suffer. So it's really important to always be able to capture the footage that you want when you want. So such a small form factor, such a great camera for that size is great. So that's reason number 3. And reason number 4 is that I like the Apple ecosystem. Actually, privately, I've never owned an iPhone before that I bought with my own money. I have had iPhones through work provided for me, but I've had limited use cases for them, just calling, texting, meetings. And having an iPhone that I can use in my everyday life and pair it with my other devices, which I've managed to acquire some AirPods Pro 2, the ones with USB-C, and they are really good. Noise cancelling, small package, just goes with me on my travels all the time, and I used to travel with over-ear headphones, so they are just magical. And then these all pair super well with my MacBook Pro, of course, and I've always been a Windows guy before, Android guy, but now switching over to Apple. I know, better late than never, but I am really excited about that, and the ecosystem is just super good. You can have a debate about this walled garden approach that Apple applies, right? But yeah, when you have it and everything just works seamlessly, you airdrop things here and there, the interface is perfect, flawless, and everything just flows. It's kind of hard to argue with that. Okay, moving on. Reason number 5 is that I simply needed a new phone. As I said, Samsung S10, it's 5 or 6 years old now, starting to actually act up a little bit. Sometimes it presses buttons without me knowing and just goes out of control. So that's kind of frustrating and not very fun when it happens in an inconvenient moment when it matters. So especially imagine if you're out traveling and you have this phone that just acts up or doesn't work sometimes when you really need it. That is not ideal, I would say. So I simply need an upgrade. And what better choice than iPhone 16 Pro? I bet there are some Android fanboys and fangirls who might think differently, and if you do, please let me know in the comments. We can have a little debate. But anyway, if you had a super modern phone, like maybe you had the 15 or 15 Pro or whatever, S24 Ultra or something, you're not going to notice a huge leap in quality. Like not that much of a better phone than you had before. But I do, coming from such an old phone, and it really is exciting for me. So I'm not like one of those jaded reviewers that I mentioned. I'm actually super happy about this. Now, if you also like things like this, okay, hope I can speak. Then make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment. Have you tried the phone? Is it good? I really like it. So I'm gonna try it more in depth on some upcoming trips here in the near future. So stay tuned for that. And I just hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.